The late Cretaceous world is a masterpiece of biology, a lush, vibrant planet teeming with giants.
For over 160 million years, the dinosaurs have reigned supreme, evolving into forms of breathtaking complexity and size. In the warm, shallow seas, marine reptiles patrol the depths. While on land, the ground trembles under the weight of titans.
It is a golden age of life, a seemingly eternal summer where nature has achieved a perfect, if violent, balance.
The ecosystems are rich, from the fern-choked floodplains of what will become North America
to the arid dunes of Asia.
There is no warning in the behavior of the animals.
The Tyrannosaurus rex stalks the edge of a conifer forest, a perfect predator at the height of its evolutionary power.
High above, silent and cold, a mountain of rock and ice hurtles through the vacuum of space. It is 12 kilometers wide, a cosmic wanderer on a collision course with destiny.
It travels at 20 kilometers per second, carrying more energy than 1 billion nuclear weapons.
The dinosaurs below continue their day, unaware that the sky is about to fall.
The separation between the era of giants and the era of silence is now measured in seconds.
When the impactor strikes the shallow waters of the Yucatan Peninsula,
It does not merely splash, it punches a hole through the atmosphere and the crust of the Earth.
The moment of contact is absolute devastation.
The asteroid vaporizes instantly, along with thousands of cubic kilometers of rock and seawater.
but the most terrifying immediate consequence is not the fire, but the water.
The energy release is so catastrophic that it defies standard fluid dynamics.
As the crater excavates, the displaced ocean doesn't just ripple, it is shoved violently upward. In the initial seconds following the blast, a wall of water, rock, and superheated steam erupts toward the stratosphere.
This is not a wave as we understand it.
It is a vertical displacement of the ocean itself. Computer models and geological evidence suggest that this initial splash curtain
It roared upwards to heights that stagger the imagination.
For a brief, terrifying moment, the rim of this displacement wave towers kilometers into the sky,
Dwarfing the cruising altitude of modern airliners.
It rises higher than the highest peaks of the Himalayas would one day stand.
A wall of dark water and debris, momentarily taller than Mount Everest.
Defies gravity, suspended by the sheer kinetic force of the impact.
It is a liquid mountain, a monument to the end of an era. Poised to collapse and unleash hell upon the world. As gravity reclaims this impossible tower, it collapses outward, generating a mega-tsunami of biblical proportions.
The initial ring wave, racing away from the impact site at the speed of a jet airliner.
Point is kilometers high. It scours the ocean floor, stripping away sediment that had settled for millions of years.
The acoustic shockwave alone is lethal, traveling through the water faster than the wave itself.
Liquefying the internal organs of marine reptiles hundreds of miles away.
The wave expands across the Gulf of Mexico.
It is an unstoppable force, a moving wall of death.
As it approaches the coastlines of the proto-North American continent. The shallowing water forces the wave upwards again. It crashes onto the shore, not as a tide, but as a deluge that swallows entire landscapes.
Forests are flattened instantly.
Dinosaurs standing on the coast look up to see the horizon vanish. Replaced by a towering darkness that blots out the sun.
There is no escape.
The water surges inland for tens, perhaps hundreds of kilometers, carrying marine creatures into freshwater rivers.
Mixing the bodies of sharks with the bodies of triceratops in a chaotic slurry of death.
The energy of the ocean is transferred to the land. Massive boulders, some the size of buildings, are torn from the seabed and hurled inland like pebbles. The geological record will later show these tsunami deposits.
Chaotic layers of rock and bone that testify to the violence of this single day.
In the Tanis fossil site, we find the evidence.
Freshwater fish with impact spherules clogged in their gills.
Buried instantly by the surge of water and mud.
It is a freeze frame of the apocalypse, capturing the exact moment the wave arrived.
But the water is only one part of the catastrophe.
As the tsunami ravages the coasts, the ejecta from the crater.
Earth, thrown into space, begins to fall back to Earth.
Millions of tons of molten rock re-enter the atmosphere,
Heating the air to the temperature of a pizza oven.
the sky turns into a global broiler.
The dinosaurs that survived the wave now face a firestorm.
Forests ignite spontaneously across the globe.
The air itself burns.
The mega-tsunami, still rippling across the world's oceans.
Now moves through a planet that is literally on fire.
Hours turn into days. The waves eventually settle, but the oceans remain turbulent and gray.
Choked with ash,
and the floating carcasses of the Mesozoic giants.
The atmosphere is thick with soot and dust, blocking out the sun.
Photosynthesis stops.
The marine food web collapses as phytoplankton die off in the dark oceans.
The great marine reptiles, the mosasaurs and plesiosaurs, starve in the gloom.
On land, the herbivores perish first, followed by the carnivores that fed upon them.
The silence spreads across the continents.
The tsunami that was taller than Everest was the herald of this silence. It was the first violent stroke of the extinction event. A display of planetary power that reset the clock of life. The world that emerges from the darkness months and years later is a different place.
The giants are gone.
In the undergrowth, amidst the charred remains of the great forests,
Small, furry creatures emerge from their burrows. They are the survivors. They are our ancestors. The reign of the dinosaurs is over.
Leaving only bones to tell the story of the day. The ocean
Washed away by the water and the fire.